All right, so we're talking about distance traveled. What does this mean? All that we're trying to figure out when we talk about distance traveled is where did you come from, where are you going, and where are you right now? The reason why this is important is because if you understand your own story, then the people listening to you speak will feel that it's true and that you have some sort of purpose for what you're working towards. Purpose isn't what's 100% going to determine whether or not you get the job, but it gives the other person the confidence to hear you out and hear your story, right? Instead of seeing mistakes, they see the challenges that you've overcome. So for me, given my distance traveled and my story, my journey, I remember interviewing for Google and having to highlight the fact that I started in the College of Engineering with the general engineering degree and then transferred into the business school. But instead of saying or framing that transfer as some sort of a failure or lacking the confidence in who I am to complete the engineering degree that I was originally after, I made sure to share the fact that I made a conscious decision to switch into the business school because engineering wasn't for me. Um, I knew that I wanted to start the degree because there was some value in being able to say I had an engineering degree. Also, I knew that engineers make a lot of money. So for those of you that are going to make six-figure salaries as software engineers, more power to you. But I wasn't comfortable in the program and didn't want to complete it. I highlight the fact that I had help from a coach, someone that was on campus for me at the time, a counselor, who reflected back to me, like, it seems you'll be happier doing work in the business school than you would in the engineering school. And I took that and ran with it. And then while interviewing with Google, what I was able to share is, hey, look, you should hire me as a technical recruiter because I have an understanding of the way an engineer's mind works because I was in an engineering program and started understanding the foundations. And then I switched over into the School of Business so I can relate to technically minded folks, but still also move like a technical recruiter or an HR professional or a sales professional, marketing professional, whatever it may be. And so that kind of dip in my story really turns into a strength, a positive, because I'm able to understand the distance I traveled. I started in the engineering program, and then what ended up happening was I moved into the School of Business because I made the choice to be more comfortable with what I was studying and be more personally aligned with what I value, which is connecting with people, helping people, supporting people, and putting them in the right situations and environments. And so that's why we're having this conversation today. So my ask to you and what I want to challenge you to do is to think about your journey in a way where people can see the strength that you used to get from one situation to another and how that adds up with the job that you're interviewing for today. And if you take that same idea and you keep pushing it back into your life, you'll realize all the different places where you made an honest decision. Actually interviewing for the engineering program, I would talk about my job at Burger King and how I needed to make some cash to pay for my insurance for a car that I just got after I got my license in high school. And through Burger King, I actually made connections to people that were going to the same college that I was going to that ended up helping me become a residence assistant and an orientation leader and a tour guide, which all added up to me being able to present myself in a positive way. So don't downplay your story. Don't look at the negatives in your situation. Make sure that you share with pride that you went from one place to another, but there was a decision that you made to stay aligned with who you are and get to where you're going, get what you want, and become the person that you are today.